The first paragraph of your essay is your introduction. In this lesson, we're going to cover the thesis statement. This is probably one of the most important sentences in your entire essay. Your audience, your readers, are going to be focusing on this sentence, and that's because the primary purpose of a thesis statement is to state your main idea. What's your point? Remember, an essay is a way for you to communicate with your readers, with your audience. You're trying to tell them something, to convince them of something. So here is where you tell them what your point is. State your main idea. Of course, if the prompt is about why we should wear school uniforms, and your main idea is about why children play with toys, that's going to be a problem. So make sure that your main idea is addressing the essay prompt given to you. It sounds obvious, but so many students make this fundamental mistake, and the thesis doesn't directly address the prompt. The second purpose of a thesis statement is to describe what your essay is about. That means, once you've written your thesis statement, the rest of your essay, all those body paragraphs, have to be supporting this thesis statement. Of course, that makes logical sense, because if your main idea is about why students should wear school uniforms, then the rest of your essay should be all about why students should wear school uniforms. It's something that sounds really obvious, but if you check your essays, you'll often find that a lot of the writing you have in your body paragraphs are irrelevant to your thesis. So make sure you really burn into your mind these two purposes of a thesis statement. If you make sure of these two things, you're halfway to writing a great essay. There are two common types of theses: specific and broad. Let's take a look at an example of a specific thesis. If the prompt given to you was, "Why is pizza such a popular food in America?" an example of a specific thesis would be, "Pizza is one of America's favorite foods because it is delicious, convenient, and cheap." I have specifically told my audience what my essay is going to be about. You can predict that my body paragraphs are going to discuss how pizza is delicious, convenient, and cheap. You'll note that my thesis, of course, addresses the prompt. I have stated why pizza is such a popular food in America. As long as the rest of my essay is about this thesis, this would be a good specific thesis statement. On the other hand, a broad thesis statement doesn't specifically state what your body paragraphs are going to be about. So for the prompt, "Can Huckleberry Finn be considered a hero?" Because he lacks the major qualities of a genuine literary hero, Huckleberry Finn cannot be considered one. Here, I haven't specifically stated what those major qualities are. I've simply broadly indicated that I'll be discussing his lack of the major qualities of a genuine literary hero. The audience has to read on to find out what I think those major qualities are. The choice between a specific and broad thesis statement is really a matter of style. Specific thesis statements may be better for more complicated topics, where you want to give your audience a preview of what your points are, to help them digest as they read. Whereas if you'd like to keep your reader guessing a little bit, you can use a broad thesis statement. This is probably better suited to simple thesis statements than more complex ones.